let's take a closer look at our Ride range of boards. They're the ultimate board for giving you confidence to get out on the water, maybe for the first time, or maybe you're looking for that family board to take just about anywhere and enjoy no matter what the conditions are. There's maybe more than meets the eye to our Ride range. And to begin with, we'll run through some of the features. Now, there's this super squishy, comfortable EVA deck pad. It makes getting on and off the board and paddling the board either standing or on your knees super comfortable. It's also got lots of tiny little red logos all over the board, which not only looks great, but actually are there to give you the grip to be able to control and make sure you don't slide all over the place. You've got these big padded, comfy handles to make carrying the board easier, as well as on the rides, the handles at the front and the back to be able to carry the board as a pair or to be able to maneuver the board in the water. You've also got our elasticated flat bungee system at the front, which allows you to easily secure any kit you want to take on the water. And on the underside, you have our iFin system. Now, we developed this to be permanently attached to the board, so you don't need to worry about losing the fins, but also they're designed to bend and flex and take the knocks of life on the road, so ultimately you don't need to worry about breaking them either. Now, there's plenty to the Ride, which makes them super popular amongst first-time paddlers. And we're going to start with the 10.6 that I have in front of me. If you're unsure about which board to get, or you're looking to get maybe some confidence getting on the water for the first time, then the 10.6 has been designed with you in mind. This was one that comes from one of the very first designs of Red Paddle Co. back in 2008. It is the sweet spot in terms of dimensions. It's 32 inches wide. What does that mean? Ultimately, it gives you the stability to be able to get on the water and give you the confidence to be able to stand to your feet. But at 10 foot 6 inches long, it also has that glide. So as you improve your paddling, and if you maybe want to go a bit further, this board's got a nice amount of glide to be able to cruise along, whilst also staying nice and turny and agile when you're on the water as well. Its rounded shape really helps you turn and control the board when you're getting up onto your feet, maybe for the first time, or maybe as you improve and grow in experience. A magic ingredient here is the board's thickness. A board that's too thick ultimately makes it very wobbly and unstable. A board that's too thin will feel bendy and also unstable. Now, here at Red Paddle Co, we use something called MSL. It's our own exclusive material that we design from scratch. It means we can also specify how thick we want the board. And this board and all of the Ride range are 4.7 inches thick. What that means is it gives you ultimate stiffness, but also lowers your center of gravity in comparison to a 6-inch thick board, and makes it much less susceptible to side winds and doesn't feel as wobbly when you're on the water. The fins are also slightly towed in on the Ride boards as well. What that means is it keeps the board tracking slightly straighter for longer. It means that you get a better, more controlled user experience when you're on the water as well. Now, for heavier riders, so riders over 100 kilograms or 220 pounds, we have the 10.8 Ride. The 10.8 Ride is perfect for those people looking to build their confidence or maybe less confident getting on the water. Or ultimately, if you want to take your family on board, maybe give to friends to be able to share this board with you, then the 10.8 is that really nice high volume board at 270 litres. At the other end of the scale, riders who are under maybe 90 kilograms, so under 200 pounds, we have the 10.2. This board is perfect if you're looking to get into SUP surfing or maybe looking to do a bit of surfing when you're down at the beach. It's also designed for lighter riders in the fact that everything's slightly smaller. So width-wise, it's 29 inches wide. Length is obviously slightly shorter, but as an exception to the other two boards, this board is 4 inches thick. That means that it reduces the volume of this board down to 182 litres. So it sits lower in the water. It gives lighter, smaller framed paddlers that real feeling of control. And to give you that stiffness, we've also included our patented RSS stiffening battens, which go down the board to increase the board stiffness by up to 40%. They're particularly important if you're in a surf environment to give you that real rigid feeling when you're in the waves and give you that control to be able to break through the waves and surf them as well. So there you have it. The Ride range, the perfect boards for getting out on the water, maybe for the first time, or maybe you just want to take family and friends on board with you. Happy paddling.